Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with the Heat of the Streets, man. It's AK Showtime. Hey, look, man. Mike Vick just lost the fucking fan, bro. Mike Vick legit lost the fan, bro. I don't know what I'm talking about. Uh, Yesterday, Michael Vick came up, and I guess somebody asked him about his opinion on the whole Colin Kaepernick thing, and if he's getting blackballed, or why don't he have a job? And Michael Vick basically said, man, Colin Kaepernick, um, first part needs to cut his hair and make himself look presentable. Now, I seen a lot of people yesterday make videos about that. Um, and they were very upset. And I defended Michael Vick on that. Well, at least I am now in this video. Because I felt like the only reason why he said that was because of his own experience with the NFL, and when he came out of prison, cut his braids, cut his cornrows, and had the waves, and I mean, as long as he could play, you know, I don't think people would have really batted an eye at whether he still had his braids, or whether he cut his hair, or because if he couldn't play, it wouldn't have really mattered. But I see what he was saying, because growing up, uh, we all heard it, dress nice, look presentable, look neat, clean, proper, and all, speak proper English and all the stuff, like when you going on a job interview and stuff like that. I used to hear that all the time when, I was going off for little jobs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? After I graduated high school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? My people used to tell me that all the time, dress nice, dress neat, and make sure ain't no wrinkles in your clothes, and look people in the eyes, shake their hand, speak clearly and properly, no slang or ebonics or anything like that. Um, so I really didn't have a problem with what he said yesterday, but that was yesterday. Now, I'm gonna put a link in the description. Hopefully I can still find the article. I just seen it on Total Pro Sports that Mike Vick came up with another statement. And this time he basically said he was on that same little, uh, same old narrative that Colin Kaepernick is uh, not in the NFL because of his play, and not because of his protest. Dog, you just lost the fan. Hear me out. I'm stretching. I'm a little tired or whatever. Trying to stretch myself out. So yeah, but anyway, um, dog, you just lost the fan, bruh. You lost the fan, bruh. I rooted for Michael Vick, bruh. Ever since he was in college, when he first got to Atlanta, bruh. Went to jail, got out. I was like, man, all right, I hope somebody signed him. I was hoping my team signed him. You know what I'm saying? As a backup, you know what I'm saying? In case Romo got hurt, at any given time, we had Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying? It was an older Mike Vick, a heavier Mike Vick at the time, but when he lost that weight, he was vicious. So Philly snagged him up. Andy Reid snagged him up, as evident by Andy Reid's history. He's given plenty of people chances. He stuck with McNabb when people didn't believe in him up there in Philly. He gave T.O. a chance. He's, you know what I'm saying, he signed Javon Curse. When a lot of people thought that he was, you know, not past his prime, but, injury prone at that point when he got to Philly. They signed a whole bunch of people back in 2011, Nnamdi Asomugha, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, Cullen Jenkins, a whole bunch of Steve Smith, the other Steve Smith, the one that played with the Giants. Yeah, that's Steve Smith. And Vince Young, who a lot of people gave up on during his time in Tennessee. Sign those dudes, man. Like, and he gave Mike Vick a chance. And he thrived in Philly. You know what I'm saying? He had a couple, you know what I'm saying, solid seasons where he made the playoffs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He almost won them. He almost won him a playoff game. I thought that Philly squad was good enough to go to the playoffs. I mean, good enough to go to the Super Bowl that year. Had they beat Green Bay in that wild card round, they probably went all the way and got to the Super Bowl and probably beat Pittsburgh. That's just me. I think they could have, made that run because he was that good that year. He was in the, what I'm saying, running for league MVP against Tom Brady. So I'm not that pretty much shows you what type of run that dude was on, what type of tear that dude was on for as long as he was on it. But he came out, man, today and basically like, oh, Colin Kaepernick is not in the league because of his play and not because of the protests. But I'm like, dog, I got what you were saying yesterday about cutting the hair. Because I'm like, the only reason why I could defend that is because, look, he probably only saying that because of his experience. So I can't really blame him because he went through that. So I can see why he would say that, look, he's saying what any older person would say to a young person, like, going on a job interview or looking for a job, like, look presentable, you know what I'm saying? Clean up, you know what I'm saying? Get the clean cut look or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It really don't matter, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow my hair back until, you know what I'm saying, after I got my job. Cause I was like, okay, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, minimize my opportunities of getting hired. So I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying, cool. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, keep my hair this way, you know what I'm saying, keep my hair short, and then grow my shit. When, you know what I'm saying, I get some money in my pocket, you know what I'm saying, I get established or whatever. But Colin Kaepernick is different in the NFL because Colin Kaepernick is an established quarterback, bro. It really shouldn't matter how it looks to them. It should matter. I mean, it should matter how it looks to him, but on the field, you know what I'm saying? Not off the field, not what he looks like, you know what I'm saying? What his stances are, anything like that. It should only matter about his play. Same way it should only matter about Mike Vick play, but they still held that dog fighting shit against him. Some of them owners did. Because they wouldn't sign him. It took Mike Vick like 3-4 months to find a team. I remember that they was covering, like they were like, oh, where's Mike Vick gonna go? Where's Mike Vick gonna go? It was a slow news cycle. At that point, because he wasn't nobody really making no moves. And then when Philly snagged him up, I was like, wow. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Andy Reid giving second chances again. So he should know what that feel like to get a second chance, bro. But and a third chance, and a fourth chance. This dude to play for three or four different teams, son. Philly, the Jets, Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes that he played, that he was assigned to help mentor when he got to. One of the dudes that he was assigned to mentor when he was in New York was Geno Smith. Was trying to, you know what I'm saying, help him develop as a quarterback. He got signed by the Giants. And he was a fucking bum. He was a fucking bum. Hey, yo, the Giant fans better hope Eli keeps staying healthy, bro. Because if they got to rely on fucking, if they got to rely on Geno Smith to carry them, you know what I'm saying, even for a couple weeks, I don't care how many fucking weapons they got. If they got to rely on Geno Smith, oh, Slim, they season done. They better hope Eli don't tear a motherfucking shoulder, twist the ankle. You know what I'm saying? They better hope that nigga don't catch a head cold. I'm trying to tell you that's gonna be disastrous for the Giants, bro. That's gonna be disastrous for the Giants, bro. And Colin Kaepernick better than him. He better than Mark Sanchez. And I know people gonna say, "Oh, Mark Sanchez went to 2 AFC Championship games." Nigga, that was for the defense. That was because of the defense. And people want to say the same thing about Colin Kaepernick. Oh, he was only good when San Francisco had defense. He was only good when San Francisco had defense. You mean the same defense that went 7-9 when the last year under Harbaugh? That same San Francisco team that went 7-9 the last year under Jim Harbaugh, but went to 3 straight NFC Championship games, Slim. 3 straight. And the Super Bowl. 3 straight NFC Championship games, 1 Super Bowl that he played in, not Alex Smith. He played in that shit. And was 1 throwaway, 1. You can say it was a bad call. I didn't think it was a bad call because you really not going to get that call that late in the game in that situation. They just going to let you play. But he was 1 throw, you know what I'm saying, maybe 1 call away from winning the championship. And that would have solidified him as one of the best young quarterbacks in the game. This motherfuckers ain't even been to the fucking playoffs, son. With what? Ryan Fitzpatrick has a job in Tampa Bay as a backup to Jameis Winston. The same Ryan Fitzpatrick that a couple of years ago had his team in prime position. Shout out to Todd Bowles too, because he got them in one of the best positions that they've had in years to make the playoffs. With Ryan Fitzpatrick as their quarterback. He was having a nice little solid season. Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, he had weapons around him. I don't know if they had Matt Forte yet. I think that was a year before they got Matt Forte. But he had weapons around him. Stacked defense. Defense was on point. Winning late in the year, they was doing everything. Week 17 against Buffalo. Buffalo had shit to play for. Rex Ryan and them ain't had nothing to play for. Ryan Fitzpatrick go out there and throw 3 interceptions, bro. 3 interceptions. And 1 late in the game that really just cost them cost them their season. That is Ryan Fitzpatrick in a nutshell. When you need him, he choke. When you need him, he choke. And it always happens the year that he gets money or the year that he wants money, and he gets money and then all of a sudden he a fucking choke artist. Like, what is that? They paid Colin Kaepernick after they went to that Super Bowl. After, because they knew he was going to be, or at least they thought he was going to be their quarterback of the future. But he had pedigree. He was doing his thing. Last year, he was doing his thing with a sorry-ass team. I've seen quarterbacks even a little bit better than him that crumbled when shit wasn't right. I've seen Brett Favre miss the playoffs with better teams. But Colin Kaepernick can't get a fucking job. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, Mike, you just lost a fan, bro. Like, real talk, dog. I'm out.